London Hot Radio.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, you're tuned into London Hot Radio. Once again, I do have to apologize. We're late because I'm late, and it's not a good look, is it? It's really a bad habit, and we keep coming on air like 10 to 15 minutes late. I really apologize for that because I actually got here late. That's because the bus took too long. Classic excuse, but it's actually the truth. So I apologize to my listeners who've been waiting 15 minutes, and I hope you haven't given up on me. You're still tuned in. You're tuned in to London Hot Radio, and it's the Sweetest Taboo show with the one and only Oh So Lovely. And yes, Verona G is missing in action once again. I'm sure she said something about, oh lovely, I will see you on Wednesday so we can catch up. I seem to be missing. It's like she's my right hand, and I can't do anything with my right hand. And it's been like weeks now, baby girl. I know you're working and grinding and earning your dough and that, but you just gotta come and just show your face. We need to hear your voice. Like, I'm kind of tired of hearing my own voice. You feel me? And today there's no partner in crime. It's just gonna be me. Audience, please do not tune off. You know how I enjoy talking, so you got a long 1 hour with me going on and on and on and on. I've got some fantastic topics for you guys this week. I'm going to play you a track, and then I will jump on the first topic and also give you some information of, you know, how you can contact us and, you know, voice your opinions and let us know how you feel, what you're thinking, if you agree with me or not. But till then, let me play you some Joe.
It's an emergency. I need you. Rush me in. Let's begin.
London Hot Radio.
Kinda hot. Know my spot. Good diagnose me. You don't need no.
London Hot Radio.
Your fingers my thumb, and I ain't even trying to be rude. I need you to get me when this world gets crazy. So baby, take me to your room. I need mouth to mouth. You feel me? You got a lot to check out. Get busy. You're diagnosed me, but come a little close, please. Listen, mommy, you can be my IV. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. Take me, you baby. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. I need a transplant. Take my heart again. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. My heart rate is slowly decreasing. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. You're losing me. It's getting late. We'll operate. You done seen this kind of case before. Listen up, no visitors, especially when you're on the top floor. Close the curtain, I'm hurting. You look special, girl. My life is in your hands. So when you get me in a desk, we increasing your success. Later on for recovery, take it back to the beginning. I need mouth to mouth. You feel me? You got a lot to check out. Get busy. You're diagnosed me, but come a little close, please. Listen, mommy, you can be my ID. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. Take me, you baby. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. I need a transplant. Take my heart again. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. My heart rate is slowly decreasing. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. You got me feeling better now. I don't need no drugs or food. All I need is more. I feel revived by the end of the night. You know just what to do. You know what your patient needs. You're the doctor, please proceed. Forget the world, I need my baby. So mommy, be my IV. Baby, please bring it back. It's an emergency. Take me, resuscitate me, baby.
yes. You're tuned in to London Hot Radio. Yes, this is Oh So Lovely on the Sweetest Taboo show. And it's just me. Can you imagine? Like, seriously, just me for the whole hour. I'm loving it secretly, but I do need my Verona G. And, like, I don't know why she's doing this to me. I need to see her ASAP because I haven't seen her for, like, a week. And it's like, I'm Verona sick. I need to see Verona. Anyway, on with the show. I'm sure I will definitely speak to her before the night is out and, let her know that she was missed and, she hasn't been around for a few weeks, so we need to hear her voice and all that. So, yeah, my week. Oh, I've had a lovely week, a beautiful week. Do I tell you guys what's been happening or don't I? It's a bit of a top secret, so I kind of don't want to say it just yet. But I would definitely let you guys in this big secret by next week. I'll confirm it all. But for now, just have it in mind that I've been having a fantastic 2 weeks of my life. And right now, I don't want it to stop. And I hope you guys have been having the same. So on with the show. First topic of the night. Now, I know of late we've been watching the news and all this thing about this plane, the Malaysia plane disappearing. Now, my theory was a juju man went up there and just didn't make it happen, innit? Just did his juju thing and the plane just disappeared. I don't know what's going on. Like, how long has it been now? About 2 weeks? About 2 weeks. The plane there's been no sign of this plane. Now, there's been so much speculations about what could have happened, how it happened, this and that. But there's nothing found. No, there's, 2014, you should think that especially Chinese people, they bring out all this technology. They should have found this plane. Like, they make phones, like all these techno things that you use in this day and age. I'm sure they have some kind of device that should be able to track down this plane. But up to date, you can't find this plane. Now, my thought about it is these people on this flight and their family, like, seriously, can you imagine what it's like to know that, like when you hear the stories of someone going missing and, it's just one person going missing and you can kind of track their steps before they went missing and follow it up. Whereas this plane, I don't know, like, out of the blue, there was nothing wrong. There was no emergency button pushed. There was no alert for anything going on. They had a couple of suspicions on, 2 guys who first boarded the plane on fake passports. Then they started on the, captain and having certain chicks in the, what they call them things then in the cockpit. That you see the name of that thing itself, cockpit. Like, seriously, cockpit. Anyway, they just had so much things that they were putting forward to make you think that it could have been them up to no good, or something could have gone wrong, or, there could be terrorists on the plane. But up to now, not one piece, not even a wing. Nothing has been found. I'm just kind of like feeling sorry for the family, and I don't know what to think of are they alive? I don't actually know what to think. And this is the first time ever since, okay, how many incidents have happened in the last 10 years that have kind of shocked me? Michael Jackson dying. Whitney Houston dying. That's about it, really, because they were supposed to die, really. So that's the shock of, the last decade. And then this happens, and I'm like, so many other things have happened in between, obviously, and so many things have happened prior to all these things. But it's just this is the worst thing since Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. I don't get it. I know I'm making a joke out of it because you got to put a bit of light humor on things, because right now you don't know what happened, and I'm not saying I don't want to take it seriously, because I am, but I have that kind of just that same feeling. It's so shocking that you just don't know how to explain it. Even kids been born 2 years ago are still dancing to Michael Jackson's tunes, but the man died 3-4 years ago. So that kind of is a shock. And then this is a shock. I don't know if anybody's feeling me, but I just don't know where to go with this. Every morning I wake up, they haven't found a plane. Like, I actually watch the news to see if they've had any form or traces of finding anything about this plane. Like, I don't know whether, there's a conspiracy. Maybe the government had certain people on the flight and they had to kind of divert the plane and take it out of signal and land it somewhere and give people new identity and do plastic surgery like face off or something. I don't know. Yes, I am thinking that deep because it's been 2 weeks. Your mind's going to wander past it crashed or, it might have, been taken over by terrorists. Your mind's gone past that now. You start thinking beyond the norm. It could be a face-off thing. They had somebody on board that couldn't be identified or couldn't get to a certain place, or they needed to hide any identity of the person, or it was some top secret people was on there and they had to do certain things to make the plane seem like it disappeared. I don't know, like, it's just too unreal. And with the kind of technology that we have in this day and age, I'm very shocked that we ain't found even the black box. Like, seriously? It's playing on my mind. Like, I need to get some people's opinion about this out there. And I definitely have a number you can call me on. Actually, don't even call me. Just WhatsApp me because I just want to read out what you're saying because you remember I like the sound of my voice. Anyway, the number is 07939 045 928. And that number again is 07939 045 928. Like I was saying, it's just too much. I don't know what to think. Like, obviously I'm in the building on my own with the engineer. Don't worry, nothing ain't going on. Would like to ask his opinion, like, what do you think's happened, Sin? Yeah, like, literally, I know,
Me and guys were talking about this, and I think someone might have hijacked the plane. I think.
So you think someone hijacked the plane? It's been 2 weeks. If they hijacked the plane, someone would have come out the crackwork saying, yeah, it's our crew.
How do you know they didn't just hijack it and as collector's item, they just wanted it a part of their...
Hold on. The plane it's not a Beatle. Yeah? It's not a Michael Jackson tribute CD.
Have you got a plane a part of your collector's memorabilia?
I don't have a plane as my collector's memorabilia. Are you kidding me?
Want to be the first man on there, innit?
What am I gonna have a plane as a memorabilia for? A big ass with 100 to I don't even know how much people's on the plane. 100 and how many people on the plane? What? So okay, you want the plane, but what's gonna happen to the humans on the plane? I don't get it. Like, that's why I said anything you try and throw at me is questionable. It's very questionable because I don't understand. Like, the plane just went missing. Like I said, I think it's a face-off thing. The government are in this. They got some people on that plane that couldn't be identified or couldn't be seen on certain places. So they had to land the plane in some place somewhere where there was no signal, there was nothing. Because the last thing the man said was good night. He didn't say, oh shit, oh fuck, someone just, oh God, nothing. He just said good night and locked off. Do you know what I mean? So how can you, so I'm saying, how can you now say, oh, it was hijacked or terrorist? No, it's gone past 2 weeks. Someone's going to claim that it's their crew on the plane that brought the plane down. Try find it. Do you understand? It can't, I don't know. It's just too dodgy. Hence why, yes, feel free to ask me the question.
Could this have happened to a Nigerian plane?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Of course it's going to happen in Nigeria. It's called juju. We call it magic. Black magic. Man just says, yeah, plane no more. Plane gone. Bam. Who knows where the plane is?
So you think the juju might?
Yeah. And there was a couple, and you know what was funny? Because watching the news and certain things, there was a couple of spiritual guys outside that were doing some chanting and some smoke stuff and whatnot. I think they had something to do with it. Because they were trying to spiritually bring the plane back or something. I don't know. Maybe they were doing it the same night it happened. I don't know. But it's just so weird. Like, really and truly, this is one thing that I know I will remember for 2014. Every year comes along and you think, like I was saying earlier, you think, what is it going to be this year? What's going to shock you the most? Like I said, the only thing that shocked me the most is Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston dying. But then you've got these people that just got lost Okay, I remember. Oh, remember those guys stuck in the mine for how many days? They were in the mine. They got stuck at how many feet underneath the ground, and it took them. They were feeding them through some tube and whatnot. There was like 9 or 10 of them down there stuck, and that's not even a shock. This is a shock. When I heard that news, I was thinking, oh shit, and it was in one of them kind of like, them South America places. I thought, raw shit, is this guy's gonna get out alive, or is it gonna crumble because they're too far down? I have to dig another area to get them out. So I was thinking, oh my God, these people. But at least you knew where they were. At least you got them food. These people, there's not. I say juju. Whoever agrees with me, please just WhatsApp me. Like, seriously, I don't get it. Just call the number like 07939045928. I need to get your opinion, because you know what? I'm so lost because my mind is just in so much a different place. I don't even know what to think at the moment. Do you know what I mean? It's so ridiculous that I don't even know how to explain what is actually going on, because, to be honest, this is unexplainable, isn't it? You can't explain it. You can't put it into words. Like, anybody you stop on the street and you ask them, what do you think's happened to the plane? You just get the and the blank look, because what can you say? If America and certain mans are out there, 25 countries are looking for this one plane, and not one of the countries find them. After America try and bossy about how they find Usman bin Laden, they can't find the plane. I don't get it. You can find Usman bin Laden, you can find like Gaddafi, like find the plane. And them man, they were in their own country, and you went there, found them, killed them in the dark or whatever, throw one body over the ocean, shoot one in a tunnel. I don't know. So, like, the plane thing, I need to wake up in the morning and say, oh, we found the plane. The people are still alive. Like, I don't want to hear, like, oh, we found the black box. I want to know that the plane's still intact. They found the plane. But that's just far-fetched, isn't it? Me just saying that, it sounds like a fairy tale. Like some Cinderella thing, like, lost a shoe, found a shoe, put it on the right chick. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm so confused.com right now. I think I'll need to Google something. But on that level, let me just put you guys back on my Joe and the album ER, Emergency Room.
Trying to win you back when all of this could have been avoided if I had just told the truth about where I've been, about what I needed, about what I'm in. When I said I'm feeling for more than you had, now more than anything, I just need one more chance. Gotta get you back by me, back by me, back by me. I don't care what it takes, baby. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. You don't belong in the cold. You shouldn't be alone. Baby, come back. This is your home. I gotta get you back by me, back by me, back by me, back by me. Woman, I can't lie. To tell the truth, I'm missing here in this room like why? And I've come to the conclusion of what I need to do. Switch things up when it comes to you, cut things off when it comes to me. That means do things differently, so I'm B-E-double-G-I-N-G-U-2-C-O-M-E, back to J-O-E-P-L-E-A-S-E. Please, baby, don't you get it? You were my addiction, and I was your affliction. Girl, I learned my lesson, I want you back by me, back by me, back by me. I don't care what it takes, baby, I'll do anything, I'll do anything, I'll do anything. You don't belong in the cold. is your home. Gotta get you back by me. Back by me. Back by me. Back by me. Baby, just tell me where you are, and I'll come right now. Cause you know I won't act proud, cause letting you go my biggest mistake so far. But I'm allowed a few of those. I swear I won't make no more. Tell me that we can start over. I'll do better. I won't ever hurt your heart or do anything to pull us apart. I just wanna be closer. Cause my greatest fear is waking up tomorrow without you being here. I want you back. I want you back. I want you back. And I don't care what it takes, baby.
Yes, you're back on London Hot Radio with the one and only Oh So Lovely on the Sweetest Taboo show. Verona G missing in action. Yes, don't worry, I'll be telling her off when I get back with her. She's been a naughty girl for a few weeks now, because I know the conversation we had last night was, don't worry, babe, I'll see you tomorrow, we catch up. I didn't see nobody unless she's here as a ghost or something, but actually we have another ghost in here. So there's only one ghost. Sorry, we only have one ghost. So Verona, you can't be a ghost. You might just missing in action. That's it. I'm gonna send out the armies to come find you like the Malaysia plane. Joke. Don't take me seriously, people. I'm only just putting some light humor on what's going on. So anyway, I was just having a little conversation with somebody while we were off air, playing a bit of, Joe, called the Emergency Room album. On the topic at hand that we were discussing about this plane going missing, we were just I had a conversation with one of my friends as well, and it just got brought up again. We were thinking Bermuda Triangle. Yes, that's the only explanation I can have for it, because back when the Bermuda Triangle was going on, no one could explain why planes, ships, boats, I don't know, like they were just going missing and they couldn't find nothing. Every year it was just going missing. So I think we've got one in the Far East. I don't know. What do you lot think? Because seriously, if you can't explain that, there must be some kind of volt or something in the water that spins and sucks in the air and takes whatever's around it down. And nobody's picked up on it. Or am I just trying to be a bit too eggs up? I don't know. Seriously. Anyway, we've got some serious listeners out there. We've got someone from India listening. Anand from India, big up. Thank you for tuning in. And we've got Alandis, young superstar from America. Wow. Can you see the places that we're reaching, though? Seriously. It's not only England. We're reaching around the world. Hopefully Malaysians involved still so they can know that we're talking about the issue and try and get in touch with us and put their little thoughts on, online so we can read it out and find out how they're feeling. But anyway, to round up this topic, just like the plane itself, I don't know. Don't know what the plane is. I don't know how to finish it. It has to stop right there. Until the plane's been found, we'll now update the topic, because I've just made it seem like a light humor issue when it's actually very serious. And the only reason why I made it that way is because nothing has happened, nothing at all. There's nothing, you don't know what to say. There's so many jokes and everything out there. So for me, I just want everybody to just, try and pray for the people. And, my thoughts goes out to the family whose people are on the plane. And I just pray that they find something so everybody can have a peace of mind. Anyway, on to the next topic of the night. I wonder what that is. Anyway, I want to talk about arranged marriages. What's your thoughts on it? Do you think it's okay or do you think it's a no-no? I know in some, religions, some cultures, some parents force their children to get married to certain people or they marry their children off at a younger age for financial reasons because, the family's suffering. So they need, that other person to take care of the family. And basically, yeah, what is your thoughts on it? My thought on arranged marriages is to a degree, I agree with it because a lot of the time, most people get together for the wrong reasons. And I know, people say your parents know best, but they don't always. But when it comes to choosing a life partner for you, I kind of think they get it right. I don't know. For me, I think they get it right because when your parents are involved in choosing someone for you, they're not just choosing them because they got a back off or they got some front or they're sexy and got a six pack. They're choosing them because they've got a certain kind of family bloodline or they've got money or they're just like they're a good home. They're from a good home. So the family chooses people who they know for years and know that their family's got a good history and they haven't got certain kind of diseases. Like, it goes so much deeper than what you think. No, but it's true. It goes so much deeper than what people think. Arranged marriages is not just because, you got to get married. It's because they want to know that you're with a good family and, the guy can actually look after you. And it's a custom. It's the culture. It's the way it's always been done. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts on arranged marriages? What's your thoughts on arranged marriages, Sin? Yeah, 'cause I know you're not married. Yeah, so what's your thoughts if your parents decide to get you a chick and says, yeah, you're going to marry her?
You know that they tried, man. No one will arrange to marry me.
Why? Hold on, wait. Is there an issue with you or is it just a thing where your parents are very relaxed in that kind of thinking that they won't arrange a marriage for you?
Other people's families, they don't want their child to marry me.
What's the issue with you?
Yeah, it makes no sense. So, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't got an opinion on it, innit?
But do you think it's okay to have...
Real no. I think it's alright. But it's just down to an individual, innit? If you find someone through arranged marriage, you find someone through arranged marriage. If you find someone through love, you find someone through love. Right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about in this day and age, no one finds anyone for love, just for banging. Nah, joke. Come on, people don't take me seriously. I'm just talking from my... Yeah. No, but seriously, I think arranged marriages are cool. What do you guys think? Do you think arranged marriages are cool? Sorry, my listeners. Got a few people in here now. Obviously, I was alone and single and searching. Now I got peeps in the house now, so I don't need to search no more. So I'm just asking their opinion and find out where they're coming from and what their point is. What do you think of arranged marriages? Am I looking at anybody else? I know you're a ghost, but you ain't that see-through. Yeah, you're kind of sitting on the fence here. It's down to the individual. Okay. You don't want to get in an arranged marriage. Yeah. How do you think arranged marriage are put into yeah. You see? Well, at the moment, what's going on is someone's questioning Ghost on if somebody arranged a marriage for him, how would he deal with it? Because at the moment, he's kind of saying he wouldn't personally like to be in a situation where someone arranges a marriage for him. He would rather go and find the real thing himself, which is called love. Hence why he's still single today. And I'm so happy he missed that little comment there because I could have got a little look that wasn't very nice. And as for Ticker's with the love of his life. We already know that. He's already taken. So I'm just saying, Ticker, you know, if you went with your chick and someone arranged you with the chick you're with now, would you be up for arranged marriage? Or in general, let's say, would you forget that you're with your lady? Sorry, lady, you know, you're fully respected. Forget that you're in a relationship at the moment. If someone approached you about, you know, your family were like, you know, you've been single for a while, we've got someone that, you know, we think you will be very good with, what do you think? What would you say? But seeing is not always believing, baby. Yeah, but then you see, that's the thing. In arranged marriages, they would, back in the days, you don't even get to the person. You just turn up on the wedding day. But in this day and age, it's true. Back in the days, you don't really get to meet who you're marrying. You just meet them on the day itself. And it's I do. And then when you get home and you look at it and you're thinking, I don't. And you want to run back to your parents' house and say, look, yeah, you lot got it wrong. I don't know what kind of person you got me with, but that ain't my taste. But I'm saying this day and age, arranged marriages are a lot more different. They kind of give you the warning. There's a flexibility, yes. There's a flexibility with arranged marriages. When your parents have somebody they want you to marry, they kind of invite them to dinner, introduce you to them, see how you both blend, see how, you know, if you kind of had a connection, even if it's a slight connection, but there is a connection. So what they're thinking is, can these two really live for the rest of their life? Because in saying that, the parents who do get you together with a person actually wasn't an arranged marriage. So they see it working, as in like 90% of arranged marriages work in their own community and 10% don't, but then they want the same for their kids. That you don't always have to love the person straight away. You can grow to love the person. Yeah. No, arranged marriages is because the parents want to make sure the bloodline thing, the culture thing, so that when you marry somebody that's from the same kind of background, speaks the same language as you, it kind of makes it easier for you to bring up your kids and everything. It sounds very shallow and very, you know, like, you know, we're westernized now. We don't care who we go out with. It could be Chinese man, it could be an Indian man down the road, it could be Afghanistan. We don't care, because love is love. But in our parents' eyes, what works and keeps a family together is culture, having similarities, things you can have in common. You don't have to have personalities or likes in common, but your actual culture, your background, your family, morals. You know, once those things are similar or the same, you're allowed to marry them. Because most cultures, like my culture, I can't go and marry a Ghanaian because it's a Ghanaian. I got to marry someone from my village, from my ends. Do you know what I mean? I can't marry another man from another, if as close as the man in the next village, because there's this kind of war thing going on. So we have to always marry within the circle or within the, you know, facility of the culture that my parents grew up in. So they will find somebody whose family they can relate with and know that they have a good family, moral background, upbringing, and all sorts. And in doing that, they know they're not related to them. Because, you know, in this day and age, the way people have been popping out kids for the last 20, 25 years, you could be marrying your brother or sister, all because of love, incest. So they kind of make it, you know, confirmed, you know? Oh, okay, I've got a message here on Facebook. How do I go back down? Oh, sorry. You see, technology these days. I'm just thinking it's my phone. It says, first of, marriage never depends on the common take of arranged or love. It's always about thinking with taking change and shift of, perspective, I mean, it could be like you live under a roof fighting every day, no matter if your marriage was arranged or not. Very true. Yeah, I like that. It's more like driving a car. You don't maintain every part with enough love. She's she's gone trouble. She's gone trouble you. Okay. Amend. You're from India. You're killing me right now because you're just going in on me. Yes, we know. Like you're writing an essay for me to read out to you listeners. I know that arranged marriages is not a definite. Even though obviously I agree with it, I'm not saying it's a definite thing. I'm just saying arranged marriages in this day and age is such a breath of fresh air to know that people still have that kind of culture going on. Not obviously, I did say at the beginning, not the kind that people are forcing their kids to marry big men from the age of 13 or in the sake of finance or whatnot. You see, someone just texting again. Thank you, Mel. Mel said, fuck arranged marriages. The dude could be a pedophile or a killer. Your parents could be arranging you to marry a pedophile or a killer. Woo! Woo! That's a bit serious. I do understand where you're coming from, Mel. And I do get what you're saying. Yes, it's true. There's a lot of angles to this arranged marriages. There's old people getting married to young people. Like the other day in Africa, in Nigeria, they just passed a law that a man can marry a 13-year-old girl. I mean, seriously? And that was only because a man in the House of Commons had arranged to marry a 13-year-old girl. So he thought, why not bring up this as a law so that they can actually be legally married? So in Africa, it's actually legally right for an old man who could be walking on his last legs to marry a 13-year-old, all because he's got the right finances. I mean, seriously? I do understand where Mel's coming from. That's what I'm saying. I love your opinions. Keep throwing them in, because if I keep voicing mine, you're not going to get tired of me. So I need to hear yours, because I fully agree with you solely, Yeah. So I think as far as everything goes, there's so many different angles to this arranged marriage. Hence why I was asking for people's opinion. We had Gold saying he personally wouldn't like it. And then he said, after someone explained to him that, it's a bit of a flexible kind of thing that will happen in this day and age. Not like back in the days when you just turn up on a day and boom, bam, you go to your husband's house. It's a thing where you meet the person, you might go on a few dates to see how it goes, but your parents actually are the ones who set you up. It's a setup. It's not like arranged marriage, but they're praying that you get married and have babies. Before you even get out the door and go your first date, your parents actually saying, when are you having a baby? Scary. Scary, scary, scary. Yes. So I'm going to put on another tune from my one and only so sexy bloke called Joe Thomas. Album, New Man. So stay tuned and we'll come right back at you with more opinions on arranged marriages.
That's what I wanna do, and all you gotta do is take it off. Baby, kick off your shoes, and all you gotta do is take it off. Let's be more than just friends. Girl, just relax. I know we just started talking. Girl, I can't help but to think of how we'd be. We could sail the 7 seas like it was a dream. We could climb the highest mountain, you know what I mean? Or just do is take it off. Take off your coat, and all you gotta do is take it off. That's what I want to do, and all you gotta do is take it off. Baby, kick off your shoes, and all you gotta do is take it off. Let's be more than just friends. I don't want to move too fast, but girl, I'm ready. No pressure, girl, just sit back and let it be. From Russian, baby, girl, just let me know. Ain't no thing for me to stop and take it slow. I ain't trying to make you feel uncomfortable, but I can't help feeling like you are the one I'm looking for. Stop, drop your fears, baby, can get with me. Give me your tears, I got the remedy. Take down your shield, I'm not the enemy. Girl, I just wanna be the only one to make you happy. Baby, come close, I wanna feel your body. Take it slow, ain't gotta bother nobody. We can't go wrong, baby, just think about it. Sure, baby, we could be friends. Dance, where would this back, rub, where would come, slow, play, let's roll it in the middle when we do it all. More than friends, dance, quite passive, back, rub, we'd conquer the slow, play, just you rolling in the middle when we do it all. Why just be friends? Now I know that love has failed you many times before, but I'm trying to make you see that the only one is me. So forget those other guys you dated long ago, and just let your mind be free. Let's be more than just friends. Where would this back up? Where would come slow play? Let's roll it in the middle when we do it all. More than friends. Dance, quick passes back up. We'd conquer the slow play. Just you rolling in the middle when we do it all. Why just be friends? And all you gotta do is take it off. Take off your coat, and all you gotta do is take it off. That's what I wanna do, and all you gotta do is take it off. Baby, kick off your shoes, and all you gotta do is take it off. Let's be more than just friends, and all you gotta do is take it off. And all you gotta do is take it off.
Yes, yes, yes. You're back on London Hot Radio with the one and only Oh So Lovely. Damn, I'm lovely. Anyway, we've been getting a lot. I sound like Cilla Black there. We've been getting a lot of responses, some opinions on arranged marriages. I got one from a young lady called Keisha. Can I read Keisha's message, please? Keisha actually just made me laugh and at the same time made me say, oh. So listeners, and I know Keisha, you're listening, so I'm going to read your message out. Oh, bless you, my darling. Someone just sneezed in the studio. Actually, Kath, I don't know what to call it. It's something. Someone sneezed in it. But there's a lot of there's a lot of space between me and them, so I'm not catch nothing. Anyway, so on with Keisha. Well, basically what Keisha was saying is she agrees with arranged marriages, and she grew up being the ugly duckling in her family, and her parents arranged her to get married, and it's been nothing but love, and she's very happy, and she thanks her parents. So you see, there is a positive side to arranged marriages. I know, Keisha, stop calling yourself the ugly duckling. You did grow up to be a swan. Hence why your man's still with you and loves you. Toot toot. Yep. And for the young man in India, like, I would love to just read all your statements out, your essay, but obviously it's a bit, impossible because there's so much messages coming in. So all I can say is I understand where you're coming from. Obviously you don't agree with, arranged marriages, or you do, or there's certain, whether you're arranged or not, this is what I'm getting from what you're saying, that there's still going to be issues regardless. So being in an arranged marriage doesn't actually justify anything, or not being in an arranged marriage doesn't actually justify anything, because you can still do the same things that you do when you find someone out of love, or you find them out of arrangement. So, and then we had Mel saying something about pedophiles and the reason why. That's another side of arranged marriages. Like when I was describing, in Nigeria, the law has gone down for, big men. I don't know, is it even 11 or is it 13? Anyway, as long as the child ain't past 18, I don't see why you need to be banging the child at that time. Because it's pedophilia. You're right, Mel. What is a big man seeing in a 13-year-old? Really? Seriously? The child has not even got to the 4th year in school yet. Like, I don't know. It's really just, that's the horrible side of arranged marriages in poor countries. Like, seriously. What other comments are we getting through? Oh, love you. And then I'm just speaking from what you are saying. Like I said, I rounded what you were saying up and just put it out there. So really, it's your comments that I'm actually putting out there and making, sense of and using my own mouth. So thank you for making all your comments and, voicing your opinion, which is what we're about here. Say as it is. We don't need to hide nothing. Sweetest taboo, like I said, we say what you're thinking and can't say it anywhere else. So we're giving you the airtime to now voice your opinion. So yeah, everybody has been sending different kind of opinions and different kind of point of views, and how things have changed over the years in arranged marriages and what it's like in this day and age and what it used to be like. And everyone has different truths about it. And at the end of the day, I can't really judge no one who's in arranged marriage. I can't judge no one who's married for love. It's all depends on the situation, the arrangements, like I said. And, anything that can happen in arranged marriage can happen in real love. Anything that can happen in real love can happen in arranged marriage. You might be, like I said, in my culture, we have to marry within our culture. We marry within our zone. It's like a postcode thing. Like in London, everybody's got the southwest. If they were arranging marriages in London, it would be so sick. Like someone from southeast marry someone from southwest, but then southeast and southwest are warring, so you can't really marry someone from southeast because southwest ain't having it. Because the whole crew will come down and say, "Yo, bruv, it's not that kind of level." You get me? Do you know what I mean? Like it would be so weird. Like in this day and age. No, but seriously, if yeah, she's from my ends. Like seriously, this girl's from Hackney and someone's from Brixton. Brixton and Hackney, North London, always had beef. Like from day one, even before I was born. Like East London, all their mans there have been having beef. So, imagine if they had this culture thing going on. Or we've got America where you've got, West Coast and East Coast, and they do arranged marriages. It will be peak. You won't have Bloods and Cribs. You just have North and West killing each other because someone's getting married to somebody. Like, seriously, like, it's really, really, it's because in our culture, people get scared when, you marry a Muslim or you marry a Christian and your background is, your religion is something else. Because I was on the bus the other day and I'm doing a Verona here. I'm telling a story. Yes, Verona, reach out to you. Story time. I was on a bus and there was a man, he came across a bit, loops, but for some reason he wasn't actually loops. He was just talking to the young kids about, being good and facing their books, but he was voicing it in an uncomfortable way that when you're on a bus, you feel a bit embarrassed, but really he was doing a good thing because he was actually relating with the young children. And he was also, then when he came downstairs, he now said to some people that he was just talking to himself and to everybody on the bus that, he's a Christian and his wife's a Muslim and, they're married and they're very happy. They have kids, when it's time for Christmas, the kids do the Christmas thing. When it's Ramadan, everybody fasts. And when it's Friday or something, they go to the mosque. So a woman on the bus was like, "You can't do that. You're confusing the kids." And I'm like, seriously? Who are you to tell him who he marries and how he brings up his kids? Because if it's from two different backgrounds, at least the kids will grow up knowing about two different religions and grow up to choose the one they want. At least it's not forced on them like your religion's forced on you. Because for you to now tell the man that he should just choose one means that you were forced to follow one religion. Whereas he just had to be open-minded and have this thing called choice. So in marriages, I believe that, you should have a choice. But at the same time, in that choice comes certain things, as in when your parents put you together with somebody to... Hold on, we have a caller in. Oh, dear.
Hi.
Hi, dear. Explain to
Hello. How are
us.
you?
I'm fine.
Alright, she's gonna explain what arranged marriage is.
Okay, explain away, dear.
Okay. Basically, arranged marriages are when two families meet in like formal settings, but the people, like the daughter and the son, they've not met before, so they kind of have like an introduction to each other in front of their families,
Okay.
and they're not allowed to be left alone for the first meeting. Uh,
Wow.
Yeah. So, but it's I mean it's kind of a traditional way to get married in India. Um,
Wow.
and I mean people do you have like websites where they basically put up profiles as well, and that's how people get linked to have an arranged marriage
No way.
too.
You've got that kind of website now. Is that how
Yeah,
technology is going on?
yeah, yeah. We have like we've I mean it's really weird because one of the most famous websites probably earns more money than like Google at the moment in India.
No
Because
way.
yeah, they register, like parents go on and they register their kids and they
Oh
put up,
my god.
it's like Facebook but for marriage.
Wow. Your parents go and register their children on this site to get them ready for marriages and puts their
It,
profile up and we see who it is.
yeah, and then I mean, and they have to put up everything from like their vital statistics to their hobbies, and
Oh,
some websites even ask how much they earn as well, like money wise. So yeah,
wow. No way. Oh,
yeah. So you get
we've really moved forward then. Things have
it's
gone way beyond what I was thinking.
yeah. It's a really I mean it's a big business in India at the moment. But I mean but to be honest though, lots of people I know a couple of people that had arranged marriages and they're extremely happy, as opposed to people that kind of met each other and fell in love with each other. So sometimes the more traditional way does
Mm.
work in India.
I think I'm in full agreement. If my parents came to me and said, "Oh, I've got someone that I want you to marry," I feel that my parents know me better than I know myself. Because obviously, if I haven't chosen the right person yet,
Yeah.
I must be getting something wrong. So why can't they choose for me? So in reality, it might just work better that way if they choose for me. Because that way, that means I'm not kind of like going out there and choosing from what I think is right for me. If you get
Trust
my
me, no
saying.
disrespect to the Indian men in India, but I wouldn't mind my parents getting me an arranged marriage with the type of men that you do meet her. So, I mean, it's not. I
Woo!
mean, yeah, it's.
Ooh, we're gonna have to sort out some kind of new network where we can sort it out. Put up some
I could,
profiles for arranged marriages from India to England.
yeah, I mean, I could. Sin, I'll send you a couple on
You
Facebook. You can read them out as
see,
well.
that's what I'm talking about. We need to see some of that. Oh my god, that's a good idea. Actually, I might start a little thing now. Arranged marriages from London to wherever. Like, who wants to get married to someone from London? I bet you a whole heap of Nigerians will be calling me to get some paperwork going on. They will not want a relationship. They want a citizenship. So, dear, Sin wants to ask you a
Yeah.
question.
Alright, so if Anime was brought to Bombay, yeah, do you think we could maybe get her arranged marriage sorted out?
Yeah, for sure. As long as I make a profile for her, because you kind of have to know what to write in the profile. You know, you can't
Okay.
write certain like
Certain things, right?
I made a profile for a
Do you
friend.
think she should put down the bad habits on the CV or not?
Oh, Sin, why are you blowing
No,
me up?
no, no.
No. Don't worry. I'm not putting no bad habits on there. All I need to know is that when I get there, I can get some hair. Because I ain't got no hair. I need some Indian weave.
Oh, you can take my hair. My hair's
Oh,
too
bless
long. You're
you.
most welcome to it.
Oh, how much is that? Because I don't really have a lot of money still.
Oh no, you can take it for free. Don't worry.
That's
Like
what I'm
Indian
talking
girls,
about.
we get haircuts every 3 months because our hair grows too
That's
long.
what
So
you see, I'm sorted. I've got my weave on now, so I can go on a profile looking like an Indian chick, but she's too dark. That's the thing.
they won't ask those type of questions. I mean, like bad
Wow.
habits. I mean, the thing is, once you take it forward, like once they accept your profiles, then they'll ask to meet you and your family.
Are you
And,
serious?
yeah, and even then, you're like in India, your family will tell you, don't tell them what bad habits you have. like as a joke, I did that for one of my friends. I actually posted. I made like a fake. Well, not a fake. It was the actual picture of the person, but we made like a profile on this website called shadi.com, which basically means marriage.com in Hindi.
Wow.
And my friend actually got about 105 hits, and she had like suitors calling her up, which was really cool. But
no way.
yeah, but then they called her, and then they called her, and she was in the middle of listening to a Sean Paul song, so it didn't really go down very well. I think the parents of the grooms got a bit mixed. They were like, nah.
But Sean Paul's a bit of an Indian though, so he should be all right. He got a pass. Don't you think? Sean Paul is Indian in a way. He looks Indian.
Oh so, yeah, he's. I mean, yeah, but I think they didn't understand the lyrics. They were. I'm like.
Oh, thank you so much for calling in. We've really enjoyed talking to you. You have made my night. Like, absolutely made my night. You have opened my eyes to so much things. I'm going home on the internet to search these things. I get my mom and dad to take a picture so they can put me in the profile. So, thank you so much for calling in, dear. Thank you. Bless you.
Yeah, for sure.
You see, and I
what
got
about
hair.
you, Sin? Don't you need a
Thank you. Don't worry, we'll sort him out. DR, we'll sort him out.
You need a profile.
We'll sort him out, DR. Yes, you do. You need to get married. You need someone to cook for you. Yeah? So don't worry, DR. We'll sort him out. When I come out there with him, we'll just deal with his case first because I'm not that important. I'm a bit younger, so I got better time on my hands. So he needs it more than I do. So as soon as we get out there, we'll sort him out first. Thank you so much, DR. So much love. Thank you for tuning in to Speak to you soon.
See you. Bye.
Bye. You see, people, that's what I'm talking about. People are Skyping us from India. Like, seriously. Like, who does that in real life? Like, you people in London, you just down the road. You still ain't called me. Hello. I gave you a number earlier. You got people in India. That's how many miles and trillions of how many millions. I don't even know. It's about how do you fly out? Now, you lot got me choking up in here. Like, dear, I so love that conversation. That just made me see things on a different level. What do you think, guys? What did you think of what she was talking about? Didn't that just make you? It blew your mind. Yes, I know it blew your mind. So, wow. Like, seriously? Whoa. And I'm going to get myself some free Indian hair. Like, yes, but she's got... Remember, we got to know who your mum and dad is, bruv. Your mum and dad's got to come into the picture. And we got to know about you, what your religion is, how much you make. Well, if Ghost is making enough money, might as well you marry me then. Because the money may I look for. Anyway, listeners, thank you so much for your opinions. We so much appreciate it. I hope everybody else took a little something from what Dia said and what our other friend was saying from Facebook. And obviously we had a text from Keisha and we had a text from Mel. I'm quite good with my memory, innit? Jeez, I should work in a bank. No, I'll take the money and run still. It's not a good look. Anyway, I'm going to play one more tune and get back to you. We've only got like 3 minutes left, roughly. We've had a fabulous time, but I will just give you a little bit of playing one more tune and then come back and say goodnight. The topic tonight has been off the hook. I love talking to everybody. I enjoyed every minute of it. It's just, I don't know. I'm too excited for words. So I'm just going to come out with some bashment tunes right now. And no, actually, I'm not. I'm just going to play like Joe again and let you lot know what's going on. Because it's not fair if I just like play bashment tunes. And I ain't gonna play no Sean Paul either. Oh, show done actually. I can't even play any more tracks. I'll play one more track. So let me just say goodnight before I play the last track. Thank you so much, listeners. You've been Fandobi Darzi. I can't wait to have you again next week. Anand, I love you too. Big up. Next week, stay tuned. We'll have another fabulous topic for you so you can get involved again and we can have this, banter. and we can see from your point of views. We are so grateful to have you all as listeners. You have been tuned into London Hot Radio, the Sweetest Taboo show, the one and only Oh So Lovely. Keep tuned. We have so many other more DJs on this London Hot Radio Caf. You are in for a treat. So I'm going to play the last track and say good night, sleep well, or have a nice day at work. Because you know what? We know see you there around the world. Bye.